What up, YouTube? Welcome back. So, you guys may have seen the episode of Wildin' Out that Azealia Banks was on, or at least have seen the moment that Azealia Banks went crazy about on social media.
All right, Chico, watch this. My boy Nick Cannon is so petty.
How petty is he?
He couldn't get Carter B, so he got Azealia ugly ass.
Wait a minute. That's not fair. Go ahead, Bobby J.
Sorry, can I just say that was very anti-black? We are not, no colorism here on this
Get him
stage.
back!
My girl Azealia
I don't
Banks
know
is
her.
so petty that she called Cardi B on the day she had her baby to congratulate her on being a single mama.
I didn't think that was funny. I thought that was rude. Like, let the girl have her baby.
So it seems like Azealia Banks might be a little insecure and have some low self-esteem when it comes to her beauty, the way she looks. And while I can't defend Azealia Banks herself, I just, it's just, she's gone just way too far, for me to defend her and still be seen as like a credible person. All right. But I will defend Azealia Banks' beauty. All right. And also, I don't think I think that guy says that about everybody from what I heard. He always puts like ugly ass on the end of all his insults or jokes anyway. You know. But I'll say that, I personally never found Azealia Banks to be ugly. I actually think that she is pretty attractive. The problem is, though, with Azealia Banks, I think that, it's just the mental health issues and the craziness. Although I will say that I did see a picture of her with like really like damaged, busted edges or something. I'm like, man, that's not a good look. But I'll say, from what I've seen of her, I say that I do think that she is a beautiful, attractive woman, a black woman. And also, I've seen pictures of her lightening, like her skin getting lightened a little bit. I'm like, I think she kind of needs to not go that route because I don't think that's a good look for her. I think she just needs to stick with the skin tone she has. Stick with the rich, dark chocolate skin tone that she got. All right. Well, maybe I should say, dark melanated skin tone that she has, instead. Because sometimes I think we kind of can say like chocolate because we don't want to like say what it is, not all the time, but sometimes we can, I think, maybe throw the word around a bit too much. Especially when it comes to the women. I think the men get it too, the brown skin, dark skin men get it too, but I think it's a little less and a little different, you know. I think they're more likely to say that a man is dark skinned versus a woman. And that's when the whole like chocolate thing comes into play. And I have a whole video discussing that too. Yeah. But back to this video though. I actually think that, Azealia Banks has a nice facial structure as well. Some people may disagree, but I think that her facial structure actually sits pretty well like it sits pretty well. It's not like some weird feature where it's like, that makes you look asymmetrical. you know. But I do think that Azealia Banks, suffers from a combination of low self-esteem because of partially due to the fact of like, the colorism within the community, and also because of the way that the beauty standard is set up. And I think she's letting that get to her in a way that's affecting her self-esteem because she's been, I think, lightening her skin, you know. And as well, Azealia Banks seems to have some mental health issues that I think she really needs to get some, treatment for in some shape or form. And also, I think that kind of shows that I don't think she really has any like real good people in her circle. that really can take her aside and say, "Hey, I think you need, I think you might need some help." You know, from what I heard, she said that her mom used to like abuse her as a child. Like she would like abuse her and then buy her presents. So like right there, you already some childhood psychological damage already right there. Sending conflicting messages, right? Yeah. And that's why I think partially her dealing with white men has something to do with this. Well, I should say this has something to do with her dealing with white men. I should say that. Um, Possibly seeking out some like um, non-black validation, you know, for her beauty. And also another aspect of her that may come off as unattractive is her like self-sabotaging ways. You know, it's I don't know. It's just like sometimes it's like I'm not sure if Azealia Banks wants Azealia Banks to win. Because it's always something with somebody. Somebody like she ended up working with like almost like every person she kind of ends up working with. They seem something seems to happen. You know. You know. And also, back to the Wild 'N Out incident. You know, she said that what he said was like, oh, that's anti-black. And no colorism here or something like that. But I really didn't think that necessarily came from a place of colorism. Now, if he said, your ugly dark skinned ass or something like that, Azealia Banks' ugly dark ass, I can understand that being, cons- you know, considered, colorism. But some people kind of, especially some people who are really serious about colorism, didn't quite like that because she's connecting herself to colorism, and then she's like, oh, she's the face of colorism now, and like mm, they don't want like especially like the brown skin, dark skin women, they don't want Azealia Banks as the face, But Azalea Banks, I honestly think if this was anybody else, people would be a bit more sympathetic. But because it's Azalea Banks, nah, you know, nah, you know, like next case, right? Um, but also, I don't like Azalea Banks, like she comes after people a lot. So considering that she tends to roast people a lot, I a lot of people, including me, kind of expect her to have thicker skin. If you're gonna be coming after people, you kind of do have to have thick skin. You know the saying, right? You know, if you point one finger, eh, three are pointing back at you, right? You know, but overall, I'll defend Azalea Banks' beauty, you know, because I think that she is beautiful. But what do you guys think? How do you feel about Azalea Banks? Azalea Banks' beauty, the way she looks, and, her antics, her actions, that sort of a thing. Let me know in the comment section. Until the next video, adios and goodbye for now.